Hey friends, welcome to AmandaMuse. Today's video is the holiday edition for my Almost 40 series. I am pumped. We are talking wish lists, we are talking gifts. Your family is gonna get it right this year. No excuses. So save this video, send it to your partner, your husband, your kids, anyone who's buying you presents, because this might help. And a big thank you to Mydoh for sponsoring this video. I'm gonna be sharing some smart money habits that you can share with your kids this holiday season. So let's get into it. Before I jump into all the gift ideas and even my own personal wish list, I want to share with you Mydoh. Now, you may have actually heard me talk about this already. Mydoh is a really great way for kids to earn, manage, save, and spend their own money while the parents are overseeing it. How it works is they have an app that's connected either to an actual physical smart cash card or a digital card that's in their Apple Wallet. Now, through the app, we, the parents, can set up tasks which ultimately result in allowance. Things like emptying the dishwasher, cleaning the floors, tidying your room, doing a load of laundry. Now, some of this stuff is of course going to be determined based on age, and this is something that you also set up. You as the parent also set up how much each of those items are worth, again, when it comes to allowance. So it's neat because kids can look in their app and say, well, potentially I have the ability to earn $20 this week if I do all my necessary tasks. Similarly, if they don't earn anything, right? And payday is every Saturday, so they have something to look forward to, and it's all powered by RBC. What I really like is that my kids can safely spend in-store and online up to allowable limits, that we as the parents are overseeing it. I get notifications as to what they're up to. I can even react to their purchases with emojis within the app. And it's just helping create this dialogue around money, helping them understand how they're spending it. What happens if they spend too much on their snack, but they really wanted to get an item and now they don't have enough money? What next? There's also this new feature where they can ping a parent. So example, your kids are not quite at their Saturday payday, but they're at the mall and they want a boba tea and they've run out of money within their card. They can send you a little note and request exactly what it's for, how much they need, and then you can determine if that's something that you want to send them money for. So I'm a big fan. I could go on and on and on, but now I want to leave it up to you to go learn a little bit more about it and see if there's something you might be interested in. Also, Mydoh is hosting 12 days of Mydoh giveaways. The contest offers a chance to win one of 12 $100 DoorDash gift cards and a chance to win one of 40 grand prizes, giving parents and teens just one less thing to worry about this holiday. So that's running from December 11th through to January 31st. And then just a couple of details for Mydoh. If you use my code AMWinter, then you receive no monthly fee for the first 3 months. All new users are automatically entered into the contest for the 12 days of giveaways. And that's it. So all of the links are going to be below. I'm also going to have a little bit more write-up down there, more for you guys to learn about. If you have questions, leave them in the comments. I am happy to answer. And I honestly am a happy user of Mydoh. Both of my kids use it and they love it. All right, guys, it is time. So I broke it up into 2 categories. We've got more budget-friendly items under $100-ish and a little bit more splurge items depending on what you're looking for this holiday. Any book lovers in your life? It can be really hard to buy a book. I find it's very personal, right? But if you want to give a tangible item to someone, first of all, this is an incredible book. It's called The In-Between by Hadley Vlahos, and this is a viral TikToker. She is a hospice nurse. If you don't know what book to get, and you don't really have a recommendation for the person you're buying for, check out the viral book table at your favorite bookstore. If you're shopping more at a smaller bookstore, you could always ask the person working at the store, the sales associate. But I really like the viral section because it'll tell me what's happening, what's good, give them a once-over, and pick up a favorite one. I know it's not for everybody, but a lot of us like to be checked into pop culture, and that relates to books as well. I am also a huge fan of the fantasy series ACOTAR, A Court of Thorn and Roses. It is delicious. It's a delicious read. It's lighthearted in the sense that it's fantasy. It's fae. It's realms. It's swords and fighting, and it's incredible. It's a little spicy as well, and so who doesn't like a little spice, right? So receiving a book is lovely because it's also an invitation to relax and read, and who doesn't like that? Not every mom is a makeup-loving mom, and that is okay. But one thing I think we can all agree is that skincare, chef's kiss, okay? Who doesn't want to have delicious, healthy, nice feeling skin? And something that I find is luxurious that maybe we can all agree is a beautiful night cream. Night creams can be a little bit expensive. This one from It Cosmetics, it's called Confidence in a Cream, is so luxurious that I am pacing myself on how I'm using it. It's also a little bit expensive. So at times these types of items are really hard to justify as a purchase for yourself. It's a luxury item that we could do without, but is so nice. It should come as no surprise that I'm a big fan of experiences. So any way that you could give someone an outing, think of perhaps a manicure, a pedicure, a facial, even a fancy dinner to a restaurant or a show that they've been looking forward to. What I would recommend is look at the entire experience. If you have small children that require childcare, plan that. Take care of the entire task so that it feels like this lovely luxury. It's not something that is a make-work experience. I know you've seen them, these giant cups. They're insulated. They typically have a handle. There's a lot of different brands out there. There are cheaper ones on Amazon. This one is a hydro flask. Fairly expensive. The Stanleys, I think they're more comparable in price in terms of this one. I gotta say, I'm much more of a fan of this one. Just the way that the straw is, it's not as bad in terms of leaking. They still leak though, so just a heads up. I resisted the urge for a long time. It was almost like too trendy. So if your partner doesn't have one, maybe hasn't really ever mentioned it, chances are they might kind of like them because they're everywhere. They're quite a popular, trendy accessory. So it might not be something that they would buy for themselves, but is a really lovely gift. It's something I actually didn't realize how much I would use. I really like a cold drink with a little bit of BCAA sprinkled in there. The flavor is like chef's kiss, and I have it on my desk, and I drink like 3 of them a day. I've never been so hydrated in my entire life. Again, a sweet little purchase they may not buy for themselves. Crossbody bags. I wasn't sure how I felt about it until I got one. This is a massive one, and I'm obsessed. This thing fits an entire gaming console. Fits my Nintendo Switch. This is from a small business I love called Move Life. I also have a smaller black one that's more of a dupe for Lululemon. You can also go to Lululemon. It's just a nice little thing that seems to go with all sorts of outfits in a really casual way. It's also great if you go on vacation and you want to have like a little purse, but not necessarily one you're carrying over your arm. A great purchase. One of these things that we just seem to like. A crossbody bag. I feel like it's a win, and they come in all sorts of different colors. Have some fun with it. Maybe your lovely lady is a gamer. I'm a gamer. Love it. Love to sit down and chill. But I do have some requirements. The game can't be too hard, and it needs to not stress me out. If I am gonna have a hard time playing this, I'm not gonna reach for it, and it's not gonna do its thing, which is self-care, chill, put my feet up, right? At the moment, I'm playing Hogwarts Legacy. I love this game. It took me a little bit to get into it because it was very different from other games I've been playing lately. Big fan. Another one I loved is Fae Farm. This is more of a farming game. It's really easy. There's little quests you go on, but overall, it is fun. It is very rewarding in the brain in terms of, here's a task, let me complete it. Loved it. It's also super cute. Animal Crossing is also really fun. If you have a partner who hasn't played that game yet, chances are they might really like it. So there's definitely a bunch of games out there, but it's one of these things where a game typically falls under the $100 range. Calling all puzzle lovers. I love me a puzzle, but I actually prefer Lego. And every year I ask for Lego. The holiday edition ones are reasonably priced, and it has about 1,500 pieces, which is enough to get done in like 2 or 3 sessions, which is really all I have. If you've got kids, you're busy, you have like a short window of time, at least I feel like I do, over the holidays where I can sit and I can chill with a glass of wine or a cup of tea and build a Lego set. But it's not something, I don't have like 2 weeks, you know what I mean? So short amount of time, short window. Lego is fun, and it really does something to that part of my brain that is just like solving puzzles, putting Lego together. It feels so good. We're talking splurge items, and the first category is Apple goodies. I am a big fan of Apple, have been for years. It's actually what I shoot most of my content on, is my Apple phone. So let's start there. Again, these are splurge items. It's nice to haves if the budget is there, and I'll tell you why I love each of these. For the phone, this is the 15 Pro. Pro is not necessarily something you would need to splurge in. The 15 is gorgeous. I almost work exclusively on my phone when it comes to my job, which is social media, photos, video, you name it, and this phone is incredible. big fan. It also just has really amazing features that tie into my other Apple products. So if your partner is due for a new phone, that could be fun. AirPods. I probably use my AirPods every single day, and it falls into so many different categories. When I'm working and I'm on a meeting, boom. When I go out for walks, I love to listen to a podcast. When I'm tidying around the house, podcasting. I'm not connected to anything thanks to the Bluetooth. Working out, you name it. I actually have, the two generations. I know there's more newer AirPods, but I like them both for different reasons, and I honestly interchange between the two. I use them so much. Sometimes I lose one and then I have one available, but I am a huge fan. A bit newer to my Apple collection is the iPad and the Apple Pencil. I do have a MacBook Air, and I use this almost as a planner. So I have actually gone almost paper-free when it comes to how I organize myself. I used to be really like pen to paper focused, have an annual planner, write down everything, all my meetings and all of that. And that worked for a while until it stopped. And I realized a few months ago that it was time I just merged everything and had it all electronic. And I finally found an app that I love. It's called Structured. I'm going to go into this more at another time, but what it does is it seamlessly merges all my meetings and everything and all my reminders that I use through Apple and everything into one area, and I have been so much more organized, meeting deadlines. I'm not forgetting things anymore. It's just been a game changer. So if the person in your life is really loving tech items, but you notice they don't have an iPad, it could be a really fun item to add to their Apple collection. I'm a big reader. I mentioned books at the top of the video. An e-reader is incredible. I think they come in just over $100. I got this for Christmas actually a few years ago, and then I picked up this cute little cover. I personally love the fact that I just finished an 8-book series, and this is all that I have to show for it. Like, that doesn't bother me in the slightest. Love it. I'm also super impatient. So coming back to those viral books, there was a book that came out called The Fourth Wing that I cannot wait to start. I just need to finish my other book. But I got it right away, and it's sitting in here and it's waiting for me, and I don't have to wait. If you're ever reading like a series and you finish the first book and you're just so desperate for the second one, you can just buy it in your little shop here and it automatically downloads, and I'm a huge fan. I will say one of my most favorite features is how there's no glare when you're reading in the sun. Like, you can adjust the brightness. The other thing is, if you ever are reading at night, if you ever have, a light sleeper beside you or a kid that's crawled into bed, you can have a room be completely pitch black and have it backlit, and so you can still read in the dark. I was that kid, okay? When I was growing up, trying to hide under my covers with a flashlight, like I was obsessed with reading, and this is like all my dreams come true. Back to gaming. I'm a big fan of the Nintendo Switch. I'm not really into sort of first-person kind of shooting games or anything like that, which Nintendo Switch doesn't tend to be known for, so it's great for me. Animal Crossing, Mario games, Luigi's Mansion, Lego. You can customize these a little bit, make it your own. You can add more devices onto it and play with multiple people. It's a splurge item. I'm surprised how much I still love it. I think I got this like 2 Christmases ago, and I use it often. I go through seasons, like in the summer I don't game as much, but then the second the cold weather hits, I'm like, I need a game, and it's fun. I don't know if I have time at the end of this video, but I will quickly just throw up some pictures here of my own personal wish list. I'm desperate for these slippers. My daughter is teasing me endlessly, but they look so comfortable. Nice rubber bottom, wool, antibacterial. They look warm, okay? I need slippers. I would love new colors for my little Nintendo Switch console, like the controllers, and maybe even a travel case, because I find when I go places, I like to bring it. Sometimes I don't sleep that well my first night in a new place, whether it's like my sister's house or a hotel, it doesn't matter. It's just the first night I'm like a little uneasy, and I find it helps me relax, actually calms my anxiety, which seems strange, but it does. It's very soothing. I also wanted some dumbbells, like some 30-pound dumbbells, but those I might just buy for myself. I think I told my husband, like, scrap it, because I kind of really do like surprises, and it was too much conversation about dumbbells. I'm like, I'll just buy my own. And then the Lego set. And that was the only thing on my wish list. Full transparency, I don't really ever need a good reason to splurge on myself. So when it comes to Christmas, I try to be realistic about something that would be fun to open. I kind of like an arrangement of things, like an experience, something to play with, something that's, you could wear. you know, like I kind of like a collection of things. Happy shopping, friends. Be sure to send this video to people who might be buying you presents. I hope this helps. A big thank you to Mydoh for teaming up with me today and sponsoring this video. I am a huge fan, like I said. My kids love the independence. I love that I'm helping them on their financial literacy journey. I love being able to oversee what they're up to, and it's just so easy to use. Huge fan. Use my code AMWinter to sign up and be automatically entered into the 12 days of giveaways this holiday season. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye!